everybody, I'm Doug, that's Connor, and you're listening to the longest running school district podcast in the South Puget Sound. That's right, the Bethel School District Presents podcast is back. And Connor, we have a packed show today, so let's jump right into useless trivia of the week.
Love it. Favorite part of my week, except for the great educational content we have, of course, but I'm going to start you off with a good one. It's a little morbid, but that's okay. My useless trivia is, Doug, did you know Fred Bauer, the inventor of the Pringles can, is actually buried in one?
No. That's a great one.
It's absolutely true. He was so proud of his invention, and rightly so, that he had some of his cremated remains placed in a Pringles can and buried.
Outstanding. Wow.
Way to go,
that's
Freddie.
Fantastic. It's odd to be cremated and then buried, but I don't know. I think maybe they'd shellac it and put it on a mantle or something.
Who knows? Save that for your own demise. And my source on that one, by the way, none other than the National Public Radio. So you can't beat that.
That's fantastic.
And so speaking of beating them, let's hear your fantastic piece of useless trivia.
And mine is sourced this week from parents.com. I was actually talking to someone the other day, and they said their birthday was the 16th most popular birthday in the United States, which made me think, well, what is the first most popular birthday in the United States? That date is September 9th. It wins hands down, and actually in the top 10, 9 of them are in September. The one outlier is July 7th.
Interesting. Very interesting. I'm a July birth, so I know I'm right in that wheelhouse. But yeah, very weird fact. I don't know who compiles these. I guess parents.com.
They definitely did. And a couple of famous September 9th birthdays. One, Adam, Happy Gilmore Sandler, Hugh, Don't Call Me Notting Hill Grant, and Otis Redding. And of course, your beloved Colonel Sanders.
Wow. What a murderer's row on that birth date. I can see why it's so popular.
But with that in our rear view today, we are talking about life after graduation, what happens in between high school and the proverbial Pringles can. We're going to cover a lot of ground today, like we said, including this fact. The Bethel School District has a special partnership with some local colleges like the University of Washington, Tacoma. It's called Pathways to Promise, and this program guarantees admission for our students who meet certain requirements like a minimum 2.7 GPA and taking certain classes in high school.
Yeah, so there's no more waiting around for that fat admissions envelope to come in the mail. Instead, students can know they have a guaranteed opportunity to attend their college while they're still in high school.
It's a fantastic opportunity. Speaking of the University of Washington, Tacoma, you and I were on the UWT campus recently for an event, and we got to chat with 2 former Bethel students who are now seniors there.
We did. And first, it's a beautiful campus, so thank you for hosting us. And first up, we spoke with Lauren. Lauren graduated from Spanaway Lake High School, and once she graduates from UWT, she's planning to continue schooling to become a pediatric surgeon.
Wow.
Yeah, she talked about how Spanaway Lake High School prepared her for college.
Academically, I would say definitely all of the career fairs, making sure that students are prepared to apply to college. I had a lot of questions. I was kind of lost on like what to do, where to go, and just reaching out to people who genuinely do care for your success is something that really pushed me and motivated me to go to college.
Along with her great experience at Spanaway Lake High School, Lauren also attended the Pierce County Skills Center. That is an amazing resource in our district. It gives students a wide variety of opportunities to earn college credit and even industry certifications while they're still in high school. They have 18 programs over there, everything from automotive technology to the culinary arts, cybersecurity, construction and electrical trades, just about everything under the sun.
Yeah, so many great programs over there at the Skills Center. Lauren talked to us about her experience there.
I did Skills Center twice. My junior year, I did pre-physical therapy, and my senior year I did medical careers. The one that definitely helped me a lot, like especially with my career, is medical careers. It helped me to learn how to talk to people, not only people, but like my future patients as well. It also taught me some medical terminology. That way, once I go to medical school, I kind of already have that experience, like my foot in the door, so it won't be like having to relearn it all over again. And certain skills, like how to practice certain skills on patients as well. So that definitely was super helpful. And if you are trying to be a nurse or a physician, that's something I would highly highly recommend.
Now, you might think getting kids ready for life after high school begins in high school, but it is really going on as soon as students begin their educational journey here in Bethel.
Matthew, who graduated from Graham Kapowsin High School and is now a senior at UWT majoring in mathematics, he said some of the classes that got him inspired happened way back in elementary school in our own Challenge program.
Yeah, so Challenge was like a once weekly honors program in elementary school, and it wasn't really focused on learning advanced topics, but more on igniting a love of learning and like teaching students how to learn. And I think it was really helpful in doing both of those things for me. Just kind of showing me that some things are fun to learn, like Egyptian history and art history and engineering and math.
I love that Challenge sparked that love of learning in Matthew. And like he said, when he got to high school, he took full advantage of all of our AP and honors classes to challenge himself with college-level courses.
Yeah, the AP and honors tracks in high school did me a lot of favors. I think AP Lang especially helped me prepare for college, and it got me through a lot of my early college classes. And then the AP statistics and AP pre-calculus courses did me a lot of favors as well. I think they prepared me super well for the classes I would take in college and starting out getting my math degree.
And here in Bethel, we're extremely proud of our 90% graduation rate. But when you look at the number of students who graduate and go on to some type of post-secondary education, that could be a trade school, military, community college, four-year university, student apprenticeship. That number actually drops off significantly.
It does. In fact, less than 50% of our high school graduates take one of those routes. And our own superintendent, Dr. Brian Lowney, said that does not sit well with him.
Every bit of research shows that our students have to have some kind of post-secondary training, education, and/or certification in order to earn family-level wages to support the kinds of life that they want to have in this area. And that doesn't mean that every student has to be university bound, but doggone it, the skills that it takes to get into a university and be successful are often the same skills it takes to be successful in moving up the ranks in the military, to be successful in an apprenticeship, to be successful in a direct-to-job type of career. So the skills around technical reading and math and creative problem solving, they are the same skills that we need to build for all of our college and career ready graduates. So that being said, I would tell you that I believe that every student that graduates from a Bethel School District high school should have earned a college credit before they leave. And we're going to push on that. One of the things my grandpa used to say to me is the best indicator of future success is past success, meaning that you know how I know you could do it in the future? If you've already done it. And so our students can demonstrate that they can do college level work before they leave by doing college level work, whether that's Running Start, whether that's AP, Cambridge, college in the high school. I think it's important that every student demonstrate before they leave that they have the ability to move on and be college and career ready.
I love how Superintendent Lowney said the best indicator of future success is past success. It makes so much sense. And here in Bethel, we have a ton of ways for students to experience college-level classes. To tell us about some of them is our special guest this week, Executive Director of Secondary Schools, Chad Honig. Chad, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So let's get the high-level overview of some of the opportunities our students have to explore those high-level classes.
Yes, there are a number of opportunities that students in Bethel can engage in that gives them that college-level coursework that we would like them to engage in the course of their high school career. So we have CTE dual credit courses, so kids can earn their high school and college-level credit for CTE courses. We have Pierce County Skill Center is another opportunity for kids. We have AP courses in each one of our high schools, along with Cambridge. That's a special magnet program at Bethel High School where they also earn college credit. In addition to Cambridge, we have a partnership with Pierce College. They are hosted at Spanish Lake High School as well as Graham Kapowsin High School and Future at New Bethel High School.
And we should mention that both of those Pierce College satellite campuses available for students, also available for community members, so they don't have to drive all the way over to Puyallup. So that's a really awesome opportunity that we have here.
Yeah, excellent opportunity. With all those other opportunities, we have two other final ones, which is Running Start. So students can engage in getting a 2-year degree or their associates while a high school student, and then also College in the High School, where we partner with a number of universities to provide college-level courses day to day.
Tell us more about college in the high school. That's a phrase a lot of people don't know, and it's a really great opportunity for students, connecting them with universities while they're still in high school. Tell us more.
Yeah, so College in the High School has been in Washington for a number of years, but a couple years ago, the state fully funded it. So we have a partnership with several state colleges where our instructors are certified to teach that course, and kids beginning in 9th grade could start to earn college credit by taking the same course that they would just normally take in their schedule.
That's awesome. But who are our partners in that, college-wise?
Yeah, our main partner is Central Washington University, but we have partnerships with University of Washington, Eastern Washington University, and we continue to expand that as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, what a really cool program, not as well known as something like Running Start. And speaking of which, one of the great things about Running Start, and I don't think everybody knows this, is that high school students can actually graduate not only with their high school diploma, but with an associate's degree. Talk to us a little bit about the kind of monetary savings, either for the parents or for the student in future loan repayments. It's not a small amount of money.
I benefited personally. Both my kids ended up attending Running Start while attending Bethel High School, and both graduated with their associate's degree. As far as the cost savings, it's a couple $1,000s a year that they save on tuition, which is no small amount of money. And so it's a great opportunity. While they do have to get to the campus, unless they're using some of our satellite campuses here in Bethel, but once there, again, they're fulfilling their high school graduation requirement at the same time while getting their college credit. And again, they graduate with a dual high school diploma and an associate's degree.
Absolutely. And we did recognize that transportation was an issue for those students, and that's why those satellite campuses are now here at, like you said, Spanaway Lake High School and Graham-Kapowson. And the new Bethel High School, that's some exciting news. And thank you, voters, for approving that 2019 bond, the school construction bond, that has funded a number of amazing projects. And the new Bethel High School opening in 2026. Tell us about that space for Pierce College.
Yeah, I was actually very fortunate to do a walkthrough just last week and saw the new Pierce College classrooms. It's a whole section of the upstairs. They have a bit of a wing, and there are a handful of classrooms that they'll have access to. It'll be great opportunity for kids, again, who are attending Bethel High School or community members to be able to engage in college-level courses.
Fantastic.
So we're very, very proud around here of our 90% graduation rate in Bethel, but unfortunately less than 50% of those students are going on to post-secondary education. That's college, trade schools, things like that. So Chad, what are some of the things we're doing to address and close that gap?
Yeah, one of the strategies that we're doing at a system level around regarding administrators is what's called transcript audits. We're looking at students who are attending Bethel schools and identifying areas where they could take more rigorous coursework that will prepare them for post-secondary coursework. So we partner with a company called Able Schools, where they run the transcript audits, and our administrative teams, our counselors, and teachers are looking at data where we could identify students who, in taking particular courses, we know will be more college going or ready for post-secondary options than not. For example, if you take a pre-calculus course as a junior and you're successful in that, we would automatically enroll you into the next rigorous coursework around math, even though it may not be required. So that's one example that we're doing that. We also have an option that we could have teacher recommendations. So regardless of auto-enrolling, we could, if I'm a teacher at a particular building and I feel that you're ready for the next level, I can auto-recommend you for that.
Well, that's really exciting. And with SATs kind of in and out of a requirement for colleges, I really think showing colleges and other post-secondary institutions that you are working hard and you're not just mailing it in your senior year is more and more important. So that's really exciting news.
Well, thank you so much to all of our guests today, Lauren and Matthew from UWT, Chad Honig, our Executive Director of Secondary Schools, and of course, our own Superintendent, Brian Lowney.
And to all of you listening, thank you so much. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the show if you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week with another great one.